5 tips to build your first 5 kilograms of muscle. Why should you take advice from me? I've always been a skinny guy trying to bulk up, and I did so many mistakes and decisions which I regret. That's why I feel that I have some decent advice. What I want to do in this video is to share exactly what works best for me from someone who is in the same position as you are. Once you're ready, give this video a like and get the exact workout program that got me jacked. There are 2 versions in the description. Go click that once you're ready. All right, let's do this. Tip number 1, never quit. There is only one thing that can predict whether you will be successful or not. Are you going to give up or not? This is exactly the number 1 criteria to tell if you will succeed or not. There are 2 scenarios. Scenario number 1, you quit and there are 100% chances that you don't build your body. All right, you quit. It doesn't matter for how long you've been trying to build your body. If you quit, you're not going to build more muscle. You're not going to change your body, at least in a better way, from that point. Scenario number 2, you stick to the plan. It might take longer than expected, but at least there are 100% chances to build your body. That's what you want to understand. This has to be your mindset, all right? You need to understand it. It doesn't really matter if it's perfect, if it's optimal or not. It doesn't really matter what you're doing right now. As long as you stick to it, eventually you are going to figure it out, all right? This needs to be your mindset. Adapt it. Okay, if I quit right now, what happens? Let's analyze first before you quit. Because many of you, you're just going to start going to the gym. You're going to go for a couple of months. Now, here's very important thing that you need to understand. You people hear that, okay, you can see visible changes in your body in 3 to 4 or 5 months from starting the gym. Now, this advice applies, or it's valid, only if you do the right things, only if you follow the right steps, which I talk in these videos on my channel. But anyway, this applies only if you do the right things from the start. But if you are clueless and you go to the gym and you do some Instagram advice, fitness advice shit, you're not going to see any changes, visible changes in 3 or 5 or 6 months, all right? Because that shit is not optimal. So you're going to go to the gym for a couple of months, you're going to follow the Instagram fitness advice, and you're not going to see progress, and you're going to give up. Now, before you give up, let's analyze. Let's be smart and analyze. Okay, 2 options. What happens if I quit? If I quit, then there are 100% chances I'm not going to do any better change in my body. Can you agree with that? Yes. Okay. Then, option number 2. I stick to it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do some more research, and I'm going to try to do the right things. Then, if I don't give up at all, I'm going to eventually make some progress. From that progress, I'm going to learn. I'm going to make some mistakes. I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to watch more videos. I'm going to do more research. I am going to improve and make progress. So, criteria number 1, never quit. You choose. Number 2, consistency over perfection. Number 1 mistake for the smart guys. If you are a smart guy, you are going to focus more on doing the most effective, the most optimal, the perfect workout, and you are going to forget about what's more important, the most important factor, which is staying consistent and sticking to the plan. It is useless if you are consistent for a few weeks. Trust me. Then you skip a day or 2 and you fuck it up. You need to show up for this. You cannot cheat on this, all right? Now, here's the good news. Once you build your body, you can work way less just to maintain the muscle mass that you have right now. However, when you're trying to grow, you must force your body to grow. You cannot grow just by sleeping or just by doing nothing. You need to force your body, give your body a reason to grow. All right, that's what you need to focus on, staying consistent and send that signal. The way to do it is not just being consistent for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and then you fuck it up. You don't go to the gym 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. It's not going to happen. Number 3, you need to track your progress. You can freestyle. That means going to the gym. You don't really track anything. You just go to the gym and lift weights. That can work. However, gains are not guaranteed. That way your gains are not guaranteed. You don't know if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. You don't really know. Two things you need to do. Track your lifts in the gym. You can use the Strong app. Number two, you track your weight with a scale every single morning. After you go to the gym, you don't drink or eat anything. And then every single morning you write down, after you hop on the scale, you write down the number in your notes app on your phone. That's how you do it. At the end of the week, you can make the average, you can get the median number. There are some things that you can do with the numbers, and then you compare it from week to week. Just these two informations are going to give you enough data in order to fix something if you're not gaining muscle. So just by tracking the lifts in the gym and your weight, and optional your calories, you can have some data to fix if you're not gaining muscle. So if you just, okay, you don't know if you're doing something good or wrong, you don't know, you just do it, but you track it. After 6 months, you can look, okay, I'm not gaining muscle. Okay, what should I do? You take a look at your lifts because you have it there. So you have your lifts for 6 months and you see that you're doing the same weight from the last 2 months. Okay, there's one thing that you can change there. Okay, let's fix this. Let's increase the weight. Let's increase a bit of the reps, maybe the sets. And then you can take a look at your weight. If your weight goes down and down and down and down and down and you're not gaining any muscle, then okay, I need to fix this too. I'm gonna eat more. So you can see how just tracking these two things, you can have some troubleshooting things. You can have some ways to fix things, all right? If you don't track anything, you don't know which one to fix. You don't know if you need to fix your training. You don't know if you need to fix your food. Increase the lifts, eat more, or both. That's what you need to do. If you're not gaining muscle, you take a look at your tracking thing and you either increase the lifts, you either eat more, or do both. If you're not tracking anything, you don't know which one to do. Number 4, know what you want. This is a very important one. Do you want to look big in clothes, or do you want to look aesthetic without clothes? Or do you want to look big in clothes and in the same time look aesthetic without clothes? There are different things, right? And you need to know what you want and follow the right steps. You need to train and eat in a different way depending on your goal. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you want to just look big in clothes, but you don't really care about how you look without clothes. All right, what you can do then, you can increase a bit your body fat percentage and you can gain some muscle, and you're going to look big in shirts, in clothes, but without clothes, you're going to look a little bit fat. But in clothes, you're going to look very big. If you want to look aesthetic without clothes, maybe you drop down your body fat and you increase the muscle mass, and then you get some ab development. So you look aesthetic, all right? You focus on the key muscles, the shoulders, the middle fibers of the shoulders, the abs, the chest, the arms, all right? Now, don't write me in the comments that you need to focus on the triceps more than the biceps to have big arms. The first thing that people notice on your arms is the biceps and the bicep vein. So shut up, don't tell me which one to focus on. Number 5, mentor. Do you know what is the fastest way and the easiest way to achieve your goal? I'm going to tell you right now. Find someone who has achieved what you want and simply learn from them. There's no easier way than this. All right? This is exactly what you need to do. You take a look. Okay, what do I want to achieve? Then you find someone who has achieved what you want. Then you just learn from them. This is the easiest way. All right. For that reason, once you're ready to take action, I want to help you. That's why I've made these things. Get the workout routines that got me jacked. From this physique right here to this physique right here. Link in the description. There are two variations. Go there now.